Good evening. Thank you. Good news and bad news. I went upstairs and I was loading up a new augmented reality demonstration for you, and I bricked my headset. So if you'd like to look at a white light, it's completely bricked, but I won't be able to show it to you, so I'll have to show some video. But good news is that I have some more units on the way here. They'll be here tomorrow. And if you'd like to see some augmented reality, just catch up with me, and I'll be glad to show you how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some video, and I'm also going to read down through the specifications. The product comes boxed like this, in the M100. As I mentioned earlier in the day, it's a simulated leather case that includes inside a pair of safety glasses, high-end safety glasses. These are bulletproof, they're scratch-proof, everything that you can imagine. Clips for right or left eye. Of course, the M100. A headband. External battery pack, in case you need it. And the power and data cables. Now, the M100, we've packed a lot of power into this little device. As you can see from the specs, and I'll just put it on with the headset. As you can see from the specs, it's a widescreen QVGA display. And as I mentioned earlier today, it's digital see-through. And we provide the digital see-through, which means you're seeing what the camera is seeing so that you could have a good experience while looking at the image. Field of view is 16 degrees. It's 2,000 nits of brightness, which means you go outside in broad daylight, you're going to completely see what's there. 24-bit color, left or right eye. It's an OMAP system, 1 gig of RAM, 4 gigs of flash, 32 gigs of micro SD card, 3 degrees of freedom gesture on the side here. You might see it blink, but you move your hands around, it'll actually sense that and move it. Proximity sensor, ambient light sensors, 3 degrees of freedom head tracking, 3-axis gyro, 3-axis accelerometer, 3-axis magnetometer, integrated compass, 5-megapixel camera, 1080p video, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, USB, noise-canceling mic, and external speaker. Did I miss anything? Anything else you need in this thing? It's all there in that little tiny device. Okay. So again, since I don't have the demo running here streaming that you can see it, what I'd like to do is I actually have some video of what the display looks like. You saw one of those videos in the demonstration earlier, but now you're going to see it looking with a camera, using a camera, looking at the eyepiece and what it looks like. So you can actually see the eye box, the darkness around there, and you can see how even picture-in-picture mode, it's really crisp and clear, and when the data comes up, you'll be able to read it. And that's probably the most important point, being able to read text through here. And just another example, this is actually the older menu system. We're not using this menu system before, but this is what we had in there before. But you can see, again, it's an Android menu system. You can read the text. You can start up other applications, navigate back and forth, all fairly simple. So we operate in 4 modes of operation with this device. We have one mode is physical buttons are located on the top and bottom because some of our customers, believe it or not, actually want to touch buttons. The second mode of operation is gesture control. We sense where your hand is and apply that. Third mode of operation is voice control. We use nuanced software that's built into the headset. We do not have to be connected to the cloud to some server that's streaming us the voice commands. And the fourth way of operating is by remote control. You can actually take out a cell phone, a tablet, or maybe another computer located at another end of the building, and you can control it remotely from your smart device. So unfortunately, that's all I have for you this afternoon. Like I said, if you want to see a live demo tomorrow, please catch up with me. I'd be glad to do that. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Yes, sir?
When can you start shipping the new binocular?
Binoculars. Got a check? Okay. No. We will most likely be shipping those next summer. Yes, sir.
What kind of battery? I didn't see any information about a battery. Is it battery powered or is it tethered?
Yeah, no, there's a 600 milliamp hour battery in here. It gives you about 8 hours of use in normal use. If you use the horsepower to do augmented reality, it's going to go down to about 2 hours. And that's one of the reasons why we supply the external battery, because a lot of our customers are enterprise customers that need to go for 8 hours, and they have a lot of different things going on. Yes, sir.
Pricing availability?
Available now. You can buy it off our website. Price right now is $999.99. And I believe they're going to, I heard the boss talking about upping the price a little bit, just so that we can stay focused on industrial space instead of having a bunch of consumers, buying the product right now. Anybody else? No? Yes, sir.
Do you have SDK to control your device?
A what?
SDK?
Yes, there's SDK available off the website as well.
And that's Android based?
It's all Android based. Yes, it is.
Are you going to market direct sales or partners?
Our sales channels will most likely at this point be VAR oriented. As I said earlier in the day, there's a lot of people writing applications, and it's better for the customer when that VAR integrates the hardware and software and then goes to the customer. So we're signing up a bunch of VARs that we've had relationships with, and then we'll look at doing more normal types of distribution after that. Anybody else? Yeah, currently it's running on 4.01, and we're waiting for Google to approve us so we can, get the latest and greatest software. Sort of funny, I have to get my competition to approve me. How does that work? So, anybody else? Yes, sir. Pardon?
Future contact lenses?
Future contact lenses? Sure. Okay. All right, well, thank you very much.